YouTube deleted my channel with over 3,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours for life. It was as if my life had come to an end. I summoned courage and appealed it, but I got denied immediately. I decided to review the YouTube community guidelines and I found the policies I broke that led to the ban. The purpose of this video is to educate small creators like myself on YouTube to avoid these mistakes. Please ensure you watch till the end to avoid these mistakes that will cost your hard work. Let's jump right into it. Welcome to Spice TV. This is a channel dedicated to teaching you how to grow online. If you are watching for the very first time, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to drop your opinion below. So I got this painful message from YouTube on the 26th of August 2024. It says, "Hi, make money online with LU. We have reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of our spam, deceptive practices and scams policy. Because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube." Guys, this particular message did a lot of things to me. I don't think what it did to me that very moment can be undone, because I have grown this channel from 0 subscribers to 3,000 and from 0 watch hour to 4,000 watch hour. All I needed to do at this point in time was just to apply. Now let me tell you the things I did that actually cost me this channel, so that you don't go and start making the same mistake. I actually did something and I'm going to tell you what it is. But before we get into that, let us see what the next part of the message says, because this is just half of the message. Let us see what YouTube said in the other half of the message about what can be done. The next part of the message says how this affects your channel. "We have permanently removed your channel from YouTube. Going forward, you won't be able to access, possess or create any other YouTube channel. What you can do next: there are steps you can take if you want to appeal this decision. Review YouTube's community guidelines. Appeal here. Make sure to fill out the appeal form as completely as possible, including your channel URL. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to us here. Sincerely, the YouTube team." The next thing I did was to review the YouTube community guidelines to actually see what I did that warrants removing my channel from the platform. This is what the YouTube community guidelines says. When you use YouTube, you join a community of people from all over the world. The community guidelines below help to keep YouTube fun and enjoyable for everyone. If you see content that you think violate these community guidelines, report it. Sometimes content that would otherwise violate our community guidelines may stay on YouTube when it has educational, documentary, scientific or artistic EDSA content. In these cases, the content gets an EDSA exception. Okay. It goes on to say, these policies apply to all types of contents on our platform, including, for example, unlisted and private contents, comments, links, posts, and thumbnails. This list isn't complete. Okay. In the next slide, we are going to talk about these things that are not permitted on YouTube. We are going to look at them. The next one is spam and deceptive practices. The YouTube community is one that's built on trust. Content that intends to scam, mislead, spam, or defraud other users isn't allowed on YouTube. Spam, deceptive practices and policies: impersonation policy, external link policies, fake engagement policy, playlist policy, additional policies. Now, these are the policies under spam and deceptive policies that you need to go through to see what it's all about. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next thing YouTube don't allow is sensitive content. We hope to protect viewers, creators, and especially minors. That's why we've got rules around keeping children safe. Sex and nudity and self-harm. Learn what's allowed on YouTube and what to do if you see content that doesn't follow these policies. Now look at the policies: nudity and sexual content policies, thumbnail policies, child safety policy, suicide, self-harm and eating disorder policy, vulgar language policy. Now these things are not allowed. The next one says violent or dangerous content, hate speech, predatory behavior, graphic violence, malicious attacks, and content that promotes harmful or dangerous behavior isn't allowed on YouTube. And then these are the policies: harmful or dangerous policies, violent or graphic content policies, violent criminal organization policy, hate speech policy, harassment and cyberbullying policies. Now, these are the things under violence or dangerous content that are not allowed. For you to actually know what is going on, you have to review these policies one by one, the policies under this particular subheading. We are going to actually talk about that later in this video. I'm going to just summarize it. Last one says regulated goods and misinformations, which are the last one here. It says certain goods can be sold on YouTube. Find out what is allowed and what isn't. And then look at the policies: sale of illegal or regulated goods or services policies, firearms policy. The other one says misinformation: certain types of misleading or deceptive contents with serious risk of egregious harm are not allowed on YouTube. This includes certain types of misinformation that can cause real world harm, like promoting harmful remedies or treatment, certain types of technically manipulated content or content interfering with democratic processes. And then it goes on to list the policies: misinformation policies, election policies, medical misinformation policies. Now, these are the things you need to avoid. What did I do next? I tried to appeal. I appealed it. Let me tell you what I did first before appealing it. I made sure that I searched Google for how to recover a terminated YouTube channel. I did all the research I could to actually see how YouTube can, help me regain access to my channel again. Now, this is how it. Now, this is what a YouTube appeal form looks like. When you want to appeal your terminated YouTube channel, this is what the form looks like. Unable to access a Google product, you come here and then use this form to appeal an access restriction for this account. You put in your full name, your email address, the email address they can use to contact you on whatever information they find, and then you now put your channel URL, the one that's going to send you in that text. You're going to briefly explain why you think your channel was suspended in error. After that, you submit. You click submit and wait for YouTube to review it and get back to you with a response. Well, guess what happened? After submitting it for review, YouTube actually rejected the appeal and said that my channel actually did what they said in that video, and I got this message from them. This is the message I got from YouTube on the 27th of August 2024. It says, "Hi, make money online with LU. We have reviewed your appeal for the following channel, Charlie's Place." That's the name of my old channel that got terminated by YouTube. It goes on to say, "We reviewed your channel carefully and have confirmed that it violates our spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. How this affects your channel: we won't be putting your channel back on YouTube. Learn about resolution options. Thanks, the YouTube team." Okay, now these resolution options are basically you going through the community guidelines again, which I already did and which you guys can see. So this was painful because I was really hoping that YouTube is going to be kind enough to give me back my channel, but that didn't happen. And then I was thinking of the possible way forward, and then I realized that I actually broke the YouTube community guideline rules. When I realized, and I decided to apply it in my next channel. Now, these are the things I did that I want all of you to avoid. It is very important. After seeing that I will not be able to get back to my terminated YouTube channel, I decided to actually think about my channel. If there was actually any time I broke the YouTube community guideline, and I come to the realization that I actually did that at some point. I realized that on some of my videos, I was stuffing links. I was telling people, watch this video, and it was too much. I wasn't doing it the right way. I wasn't supposed to use that. So YouTube suspected that I was farming for engagement. Number one, please avoid this. Number two, I realized that I was using thumbnails that I wasn't supposed to use. For example, this was a faceless YouTube channel that I was running. It was an entertainment channel, a faceless entertainment YouTube channel where I talk about, Nigerian celebrities in general. I realized that in one of my videos, I made a thumbnail, and in that thumbnail, I included things that were not in that video. So this actually made a lot of people to watch that video. When they watched that video, I think they got disappointed, and then they complained in the comment section, and then went ahead to report my content on YouTube, which actually made YouTube remove the channel. So please, whatever you do on this platform, make sure that the thumbnails you are using matches the content of that video. If not, YouTube is going to take it down. So thank you guys for watching. Please avoid anything that looks like scam or spamming on YouTube. Please avoid putting too much hashtag on your video. YouTube doesn't like it. They are even going to shadow ban you or something like that. If your channel got deleted, just do your research and then try to see if they can get it back. Some people are lucky, some people are not lucky. Like me, I wasn't lucky enough to do that. So please just avoid this so that your hard work won't go in vain. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.